What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Children of the Vault issue number 4. This will be the final issue of Children of the Vault. The final confrontation, Bishop and Cable versus the Children of Tomorrow. We had last left off with Cable having a giant gun pointed directly at the city's consciousness. On the precipice of taking down the children altogether, will our future freedom fighters be enough to take on the Children of Tomorrow? Or will they ultimately meet their demise at the hands of a superior force? Make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this final issue, we are picking up in the city of tomorrow. We pick up with Cable having his gun pointed directly at the city. And in the last issue, we believe that maybe Sinister, the Sinister Gene, had taken over Cable. By the way he was talking, it really did seem that way. But as we jump into this issue, we see that is simply not the case, telling everybody to back up or he is going to scrap this city. We pick up at the Reforge, Orchis' base on the surface of the sun. This thing, it burns 1,000 sentinels per hour. This is the main body of the Orchis attack force. From the Reforge, these repurposed murder mutant machines, they are sent directly to the city of tomorrow, to all the tomorrow towns all over the planet. This is where we see from in the Reforge, we have one of the children showing up here. With a tear coming down his eye, he pulls something out, and we see a devastating explosion. The Children of Tomorrow sent a suicide bomber to the Reforge, taking out their means of being able to produce sentinels. Orchis just took one heck of a blow. This is where we pick up with Seraphina and Cable. Seraphina is telling Cable to put the weapon down. She is asking for him to be civilized about this. But the last time Cable had seen Seraphina, she threw a battleship at him. She says that that was a different person, that she has evolved. Seraphina going on to say that I cannot believe that you are a mutant freedom fighter, but now you are working with Orchis. The truth is though, Cable will work with whoever he has to, the devil himself, if it means that he is going to win. When Seraphina asks why, they murdered your entire race. Genocidal savages. But for Cable, he sees it as an introduction of two monsters, the Children of Tomorrow and Orchis. Because the truth is, they have so much in common. This is when the captain comes in, telling Cable that he cannot threaten a city with a gun. Every molecule of this city is sentient, is alive, that he is surrounded by consciousness. As Captain begins to lay in some haymakers onto Cable, Seraphina telling him to stop, that she had the situation under control, that if she had 10 more seconds, she would have been able to take control of Cable's arm. With Cable in the grasp of Captain, the Captain says that the world is ours, that it was promised to us. Cable laughing at him, spitting in his face, saying that you guys are crying over broken promises. You really are children. Right now, across the globe, the message is taking hold. The virus that was spread around by the Children of Tomorrow, it is affecting everybody. They are slowly not feeling anything, all of them beginning to lay down and slowly die. Seraphina letting Cable know that the only thing he has done for the people of Earth is made it more painful. The message was a gift to humanity, a gift to elevate them, a gift of peace. This is when Bishop comes in and he says that you can keep your peace, because you came in here acting like you had something new, something special for everybody. But this is the same old smallpox blankets in a new gift wrap, with the captain saying that you guys cannot prevent what is going to happen. The mutant race is over. You guys have lost. That you can't fight the future. But both of these men would hugely disagree. That is what they are known for. When told that they are delaying the inevitable, Cable says that they are just stalling for time. In fact, they are ahead of schedule. This is when the city's consciousness begins to bug out. Something begins to take over the city, and Cable lets them know that 1,000 years in the future, there is a quiet little timeline where everything is the phalanx and the phalanx is everything. As a younger, less cautious man, he risked a simulation to get a sample of the super strain of techno-organic virus, the one used to convert that universe. He thought it might come in handy one day, and he was right. His variant of the techno-organic virus gave him limited control over the hyper-evolved strain. That's why when they brought him back from the dead, he insisted it be with his virus. He's been keeping the sample in a secret weapons cache under the mansion ever since. And they said it themselves. Every molecule of this city is alive. The city is one big brain, which means every inch of it is a potential exposure site. On his way here, he spread it all over the place. The gun in his hand. It is not a gun, but it is a syringe. Cable infected the city, and he tells the children of tomorrow to think of it as a gift of peace. It has already corrupted their core AI and converted 10% of their city to techno-organic matter. At this rate, the whole city will be taken over in 24 hours. And this is only the beginning. Once it forms its Babel spire, it will send out a signal, and it will send a cannibalistic world that feeds on solar systems. Serafina saying that you really think you won, but the original techno-organic virus, it is in our database. The city is fighting your infection already, that they will develop a cure long before it spreads, long before it can generate any kind of spire. Cable saying that maybe 1,000 years in the future, this virus consumed an entire planet of post-humans. But maybe the post-humans win. So they took it a step further. Bishop's mission was the nursery. 24th century oblivion bombs. The press of a single button and their entire genetic library gets decimated. If the virus doesn't get them, the mushroom cloud will. Now, Serafina believes that Bishop has to be bluffing. Not even mutants would kill babies. And Bishop says that he wishes he could say that he wouldn't hurt a child no matter what the stakes. He really wishes he could say that. But the truth is, he can't. As the captain gets ready to go in, Serafina stops him. She asks, "What do you propose?" And they tell the children to take your message, to take your city, return to your vault, and never come back here. Captain believes that they are bluffing, that they wouldn't kill the world just to defeat the children. But the way that Bishop and Cable see it, they said it themselves. Their people are dead. The humans are responsible. They all deserve what would happen to them. And then they would just start over on another timeline. And you guys have it misconstrued. We are not the X-Men. The X-Men were pushed into a meat grinder. There are no X-Men. You have two soldiers standing before you with nothing to lose. But maybe you're right. Maybe we are bluffing. But can you really risk that given our history? You talk to machines. You see through time. Why don't you go ahead and check out if it is worth the risk? Serafina looking into this, she says that they cannot risk the future. When she speaks for all the children of tomorrow. With a few words spoken, the message, the virus that was spread around by the children self-destructs. Everyone returns to their normal selves. Both sides lay down their arms, collect their dead, and say their piece. Serafina now understanding that the captain was right, that she was too gentle. She suspects that she won't be in the future, but she does say that we could have saved them. Something unthinkable is coming. She has seen it. They could have saved all of them. Bishop saying that he is more than willing to take that chance. The children fold up their city like an old map, and they return back to where they belong. The rapid breakdown of the Tomorrow Towns continues to confuse scientists now. Only a few weeks ago, it was discovered that the unstable elements of the futuristic metropolises, they were rapidly degrading into potent toxins. This left millions displaced, more trapped in collapsing poisonous cities. The children of tomorrow have been defeated, and humanity has paid the cost. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Not a bad way to take this story. A little disappointed that the sinister gene isn't in Cable, but I guess we can expect that with how powerful Cable actually is. A very unique way to take down the Children of Tomorrow. What's crazy is the Children of Tomorrow, they could have beat the Phalanx. They could have won that fight, but the failsafe that Busha put in place, saying even if you defeat the Phalanx, we're gonna blow up every single genetic marker that you have ever stored away. So even if you defeat the Phalanx, which is such a feat in itself, you're still gonna lose. Absolutely brilliantly done. One of my big disappointments of this series is we did not see Darwin. Darwin has been in the city for 2 years now, which means for him it has been thousands of years. We haven't seen his evolution. We don't even know what he is at this point. Hopefully this is something that they come back to, but with the children tucking away and going home, we can't suspect that Darwin is ever going to show up again. At least not until someone goes to try and open up the vault themselves. I was really hoping for an opportunity to just a little nudge at what he might be up to, at what he might have become after all of these years of literally being the epitome of evolution itself. What would Darwin become, given thousands of years to be able to truly evolve into something more? But at least for the time being, we're not going to get any more on what is going on with Darwin or the Children of the Vault. I'm sure eventually we'll come back to it. Hopefully, we'll come back to it. But you guys know how they are with the X titles. They'll drop a story and then they'll wait 2 or 3 years before they ever give it closure. I mean, hell, we just finished up everything going on with Rasputin. That's a storyline that has been building for freaking ever, and it has just come to a close within the last couple of weeks. But not a bad story. We knew that the Children of the Vault would definitely be a threat on the horizon once mutant kind was taken off the board. This was a very unique and fun way to take down the children while also making it grounded in reality and making it very realistic on the aspects of how to take them down. But let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories if you would like to get completely caught up on everything going on with this series. You can check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It'll get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership, much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. If you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.